Okay, hello. Welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of the ES. I didn't make a video yesterday, but my video that I made on Tuesday ended up working out very nicely. So let's recap. Where was it? Down here. So I was talking about being in a long. Oh, this was yesterday. From here. I was talking about being in a long. Around here. And I had a few take profits. I took profits when we came into this area around here. Just because I had other things to do. Didn't want to keep it open. My next TP was this zone here, which got a nice reaction off. This was the naked point of control of this consolidation. But I said that there was definitely a chance that we could come up to take these highs. And yeah, we did for US. So, I mean, if you kept it and you got in here, you know, even if I kept it, I would have gotten a nice like 12 to 1 or something, but I was really happy with taking it here. It was like a 6 to 1. I was done for the day. It's getting a bit late for me. And I said that, you know, we could spend some time in here, which we didn't. We came up very quickly, and then we broke down, right? And we filled 50% this RTH gap. That's pretty nice. Then yesterday we had news, which just shredded this whole range. On the NQ, on the ES, we didn't take the high, which is rather interesting. So you could call that an SMT. Does that mean that we're due a retracement? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, NQ took the high. We've been consolidating up here for Asia. Kind of crazy push-up. I haven't looked at the gaps. Oh, look at that. Nice big gap. Big RTH gap here. Fill that. And our last close was there for US. Hanging around the close. Interesting PA today up here. A bit precarious, but let's look at what they've left us. So I feel like it's going to be a bit of a short one today, just because the situation we're in hasn't developed properly. But let's see what we can do. This was the consolidation that we made, breaking this this structure. Structure-wise, we have made a new break of structure, taking liquidity. You know, we took liquidity, and then broke up. I'd like this to be tested. As always, I want my structural breaks to be tested and then get kind of confirmation over time, right? We can knife into here, no problem. Just to keep it in mind. Money flow still very bearish. Didn't get great divs, but we did get divs. But they're looking. It looks like, you know, we can still play around inside this zone. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we had at least a small bit of a retracement. Be nice. Satisfy this. Thing about it is, this one also I'm kind of a bit iffy on, right? So when we do come down, we could fill a lot of space here, and I guess that would make sense. We have a huge gap here, very large RTH gap that we've created here. So yeah, would make sense. But okay, immediately, what's going on today? So we have a block up here which led to an internal change of character. Sydney's high is nested within a lot of liquidity, but it hasn't been touched. and it's created movement. So I'm gonna respect this for now. It Whatever Sydney's low was taken by Japan, and we're just hanging around down here. Japan's low has been taken by the S&P. So this has been taken by the ES. Notable SMT, right? Could this give us a bounce? Yeah, definitely could. We have a lot of imbalances here to recover. We have a nice point of control up here around this consolidation. We have a past daily VWAP up here. We have this OB. We have anchored VWAPs up here. Definitely could come up and recover some vector area. Playing this inducement on Tokyo's low would be very cheeky. A lot of people would expect this to be taken. It might. Like absorption wise, I'm not crazy sold on it either. But they still can't. They can just kind of bring it up if they wanted to, because that SMT. I am more so liking. Yeah, it's a bit odd. Like, I'm more so liking coming down into the block here. We have a 30-minute block, which I've marked on this chart here. Which kind of greater block. Tap of this could even do it. There's a volume gap there. But lower, we have negative point of control of this consolidation, which broke structure. It mitigated a 30-minute FVG. We have a lot of reasons down here. Volume gaps, fair value gap, past daily VWAP, middle band, and an anchored VWAP. Seems like an interesting zone to get a bounce from. Depends on how much they want to induce it, though, right? So we're in between both sides of some areas. Thing about this high is I don't know if it's gonna last if we do come up into this area. I don't know about it. It's a bit iffy. I did change character, and yeah, we have a mitigation internally here, right? But coming up here, depending on when we do, I don't know if it's gonna last, really. Yeah, below that, large fair value gap here. But below that is the RTH gap, right? So it's interesting. I want to see some absorption into here. That would be kind of nice. Coming down to here, I have a little liquidity target. The thing about coming up into here is I don't have as many clear liquidity targets besides this whole curve, right? I don't know if this high is going to last. As I said, this block, if it comes up to it, I don't know. Let's maybe zoom in and see if we can get some like nicer looking washes or something. I don't know. No. I would like to see demand kind of come in earlier. I'm just not crazy sold on it. I just feel like if we come into here, you might get a scalp off this block, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna last. Like, to me, it would make sense for them to retrace a bit, to just create some kind of lower high and come into some demand, right? But it's a bit precarious at the moment. We're hanging around the 50% of the mitigation to the high. So yeah, even just coming into relative demand would be pretty nice, I was looking at this zone to kind of short into that precedent, but I just didn't like what they were doing here. This was Tokyo close. And then instead of kind of taking that high, we just came in and farmed internal liquidity and just kind of squeezed here at the moment. So not very clear. Not very clear right now. But I have my zones below. I have my zone up here. What would I need to see to take a short? Well, thing about taking a short is, like, as I said earlier, if we do come up from here, break this, break a structure, right? Like, I don't know if there's many catalysts around here that would I would be able to act confidently on taking like a short, right? Because that high just doesn't seem very good to me. Um, so I feel like they might want to just bring it down. I mean, narrative wise, it feels like they might just want to bring it down and accumulate to keep going. Um, if they now they could come up, and if I see a lot of absorption around here and just breaks a structure, I mean, there's a chance we could take a short. It would be into internal structure. I wouldn't necessarily be thinking, oh, this is the short that's going to bring us down to the RTH gap. Depends when they do it, how they approach that zone. I just don't have like very clear liquidity targets for this. The best thing I can see is this fair value gap, and so perhaps taking some liquidity into that fair value gap could yield some short, I guess. It's around the past daily VWAP, I guess. But I just don't see much stopping it from just knifing straight up again. So I'd be cautious. I'd be cautious about taking that short. I'm gonna be honest. Again, the thing about the Sydney's high is it's done a job and then its low was taken, and to me that kind of says that at least for the UK session, like Sydney's high is something that is doing it's relatively safe. If we come for that high and break it, I don't know if it's going to stop. In different circumstance, maybe if we took Sydney's high, then it could reverse if it was nested within structure, but like it's very precarious up here. To be noted is we also have this SMT situation going on with the ES and the NQ. That enough could be a catalyst to bring us down as well. So longing from right here, I wouldn't necessarily be down for it. I don't see much space for us around here to be giving some nice absorption signs, if I'm going to be honest. And I just have reasons. I've reasons to want lower, so I might just wait. Had a good day Tuesday, took a day off yesterday. I'm not going to force any trades. If a trade comes my way, comes my way. Money flow is looking a bit iffy around here. But right now, they're just kind of stalling. I'm going to wait for a decisionary flush in a direction and see where we are after that. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. We're a bit of a precarious situation on this big expansive push. Just be aware that we did leave behind this RTH gap. UK could do nothing today. Very possible it could do just kind of nothing and wait for US to kick the market up the ass a bit. So that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. All right, happy trading, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.